So you probably met your anxious parts already. This is the one that spirals when things feel uncertain. It's that tight, fluttery feeling in your chest, the one that won't let you rest until you check your email one more time. The part that wakes you up at 3 a.m. whispering, "Did you say too much? Did you say enough?" If you've been trying to calm your anxiety with tools that don't seem to help, this video will show you what might be really going on. I'm Andrea Tessier, Master Life Coach and IFS practitioner. And on this channel, we explore how to move from parts-led overwhelm into self-led clarity using internal family systems. So you can stop managing your emotions and start understanding. If you are on a path of growth, healing, leadership, subscribe and stay close. There is room for all of your parts here. And just a disclaimer, this video is for educational and personal reflection only. It is not a substitute for therapy, a diagnosis, or medical support. If you are experiencing acute anxiety or panic, please seek professional care. You are worthy of every kind of support. So, most of us meet anxiety with resistance. We try to talk it down. We try to get rid of it. We try to breathe it away. We try to fix it with logic or routines or mantras or productivity or distraction. But in doing so, we are bypassing the part of us that is actually trying to help. And this is where IFS is doing something different. What if your anxiety isn't a flaw, but it's protecting you? One that has been working overtime to let you know something's not okay. So in internal family systems, we view the mind as an ecosystem of parts, each one carrying specific fears, rules, and burdens. And when it comes to anxiety, there are often a few protector parts involved. There might be a catastrophizer that runs worst case scenarios on a loop. It's not trying to torment you. It believes vigilance will protect you from disappointment and danger. We might have a hyper-vigilant manager constantly scanning for threats, emotional, physical, social. They learned early on that safety meant staying ahead of the pain. And when it comes to anxiety, we might have an inner critic who jumps in to point out your flaws before someone else can. It's terrified that if you're not perfect, you'll be rejected. Each one of these and others sending alarm bells inside. We are not okay. And here's what these parts are really trying to let you know. If I just keep thinking, maybe I can prevent the worst case scenario. Or if I stay on high alert, I won't be blindsided again. Or if I'm hard on me, no one else will be. They're not trying to sabotage. They're scared. And often they're protecting a younger part of you, an exile, one who once felt hopeless, overwhelmed, or deeply unsafe. And let me share a story with you about a client we'll call Rachel. Rachel was a 38-year-old business owner who looked so put together on the outside, organized, articulate, successful. But on the inside, she was constantly battling the anxiety. Every time she launched something new, she felt like she was on the verge of panic. Rewriting sales pages 15 times, staying up late, overthinking the launch or client interactions. She would avoid rest because silence made her anxious thoughts louder. And through meeting her internal system with parts work, Rachel met the part that she called the strategist, constantly scanning for what could go wrong, convinced that if she could think out the risks, she'd be good. But when we got really curious, something deeper emerged. A 10-year-old part who had once been blindsided by her parents' divorce. No warning, no preparation, just change, chaos. That little one carried a fear of the unexpected. And that strategist had been protecting her ever since. So when Rachel stopped trying to quiet her anxiety and instead turned towards the part with compassion, something shifted. The strategist was able to soften because it no longer had to shout to be heard. And Rachel found a new way of relating to uncertainty. A metaphor I love about this is like when there is a smoke alarm going off in the house and we run up to the smoke alarm and we try to fan it and we try to take batteries out of the smoke detector. We're spending all of our energy trying to quiet the alarm, but there's a fire. And we're so focused on how worried and how annoying the sound is that we're not actually going to the real acute problem. And that's what we're doing with anxiety is we're trying to quiet down the alarm bells, but the alarm bells are giving us a not so subtle sign something needs our attention. So, what can this look like in our lives? Here is a practice that you can try. Notice when anxiety comes up, and instead of being frustrated with it, instead of trying to push it away, we say internally, oh, there is a part of me feeling anxious. I wonder what it's trying to protect, or I wonder what it's trying to point me to. Place a hand on your heart. Take a few slow, deep breaths, letting self energy come to lead, that calm, compassionate presence. And we ask the part. We get into relationship with it. What are you afraid is going to happen? What do you need from me right now? When did you learn that this alarm was necessary? You might get words. You might get sensation. The point is we're not trying to calm the anxiety. We're trying to get information. And most times when we let our parts know that we are aware of them, that we accept that they are here and we are available, the system relaxes. So the point isn't to force the insight, it's to offer curiosity. And that alone begins to unblend the part from your identity. So this changes everything. Because when we stop trying to silence anxious parts and start relating to them with curiosity and with understanding, they begin to trust you. When they trust that self energy is here, they don't have to work so hard. They don't have to be so loud. You get to feel more space in your body. You get to make choice from calm, not chaos. And that's what integration looks like. Not perfection, not fixing, but returning into the right relationship with the parts that have always tried to help you survive. So if this opened up something inside of you and you're wondering, well, how do I stay safe in self-energy when anxiety comes up? Or how do I make my inner world feel safe again? Watch my video, Self-Energy 101. It's a clear and soulful guide to understanding and accessing that self. And I invite you to experience my 5-minute meditation, helping your inner child feel safe. Just a gentle invitation to connect with the part of you that's been holding the most. Both links are below. These aren't just practices, they're portals. So I'd love to know which part of your anxiety did this video help you understand more deeply? And then please like it, share it with someone who's been quietly struggling, and please subscribe for more IFS tools, insights, and support every week. You know your anxiety, but your anxiety knows something. So let's keep listening. with that.